Hmm. Hey everybody, it's Ben from Blue Island Marketing again. Today I'm going to be showing another make automation that's actually going to go hand in hand with an automation that I've made previously. So what this one is actually going to do is not only like write a personalized like DM message like into a spreadsheet, so fill out whether um, like a customized message, whether it's for a DM or email or something along those lines. Um, but also, what this is going to do is scrape a list of like domains or like website URLs that we have stored alongside like their company info and that kind of thing. And what's going to happen on there is it pulls their Instagrams, which was what we want to DM. And if it doesn't have an Instagram, it looks for Facebook and pulls that. And if it has neither, then it just won't return any of those things. Um, so first thing we're going to do is go to make.com. So here is here's the automation. And feel free to copy along with me as we work through this, or the download for this will be in our community in the description below. So the first thing you want to do is watch new rows, which is a Google Sheet, and then watch new rows. And in there, once you've created your connection, which you'll just hit add and it'll have you like log into Google, search by path, and then it's in my drive, and then here's the document. The sheet name is just sheet one, it has headers, and then the limit is just how many things you want to happen per each time, so I'll just change it to one for now. And then here is Outscraper. So I'll show you the actual application as well, but it's just another like website that you can use for scraping basically, and simple enough. Once you've created your link, it will need like it will use like an API key from in here. So once you've created an account, API and integration, and then just like API usage and that stuff, and you get a key, and then you'll go ahead and paste it in there, and then the link is just the domain from on the spreadsheet, if that makes sense. Okay. So then now what this tool is doing is looking for in here if there's an Instagram. And that's why it's like whited out like this, because for the most recent example that's been run, it has no Instagram here. So that's why it's like not showing up. Same with like down here, and then the output, if it has Instagram, is Insta, else it's the Facebook. So that's kind of like how I created this router right here. You just put that in, and then we set up like a main thing where if the output is the condition and then that's equal to Insta, yeah, and then like basically that's kind of how this kind of works. So if it goes through this top end of the chain, update this first cell. So you can see it would add the Instagram, and then the row number is just F, and then whatever row we're on, because that's the column. F is the F is the column that we want to update. So if that makes sense, and the value is that Instagram thing. So this one we've actually done in row G now, which is like another row on our sheet, which is actually, here's the sheet, is this info, so it's like extra stuff about their website, that kind of thing. But yeah, and then what the Outscraper is actually doing is you can see these Instagrams getting filled in for like the ones that we have, and I'll run this a few times to show you guys how it comes out. But back in here, and then we just have this, because if it doesn't have any description, we just wanted it to do the title. And the way you get or is you just go in here and hit or. Okay, and then ChatGPT is prompting to like write that personalized DM. It uses the company name, so from our first spreadsheet, the industry, domain, LinkedIn, and then let me go slow through here so you have a chance to read. Boom. And then we also just included like a couple examples, and then like 1,000 tokens. And this last one just puts that into here. It's like an example said, like here's what they would be here's one of the messages it would send. Obviously, they're all coming up with this like I was checking thing right this second, like this section of them, because I had in the examples one that was like this. So just be weary of that. It's like you provide an example, it's gonna be very like similar, or try to be very similar to those type of things. Let me go back to make now. Maybe. Okay. So then all we're going to do is just go ahead and hit run once on here, show you guys. And it's pretty quick. So now we're just going to go back to our spreadsheet, and you can see how there's no Instagram or Facebook in this, but it does still write the DM. So it's going to write like a DM because this sees these sections are filled with information no matter what. But if there's no like Instagram or anything, it can still like figure out how to write this based on the other examples. But let me just go back and we'll run it like a few more times just to show you guys like how you can actually do it. And then also, if you go choose where to start, if you go choose manually, I can actually select like we're in row. We want to do the next row, so 165. Like it would automatically work down, but if you go through here, I can actually go to 165 where we just were and select it. Okay. And then in here, just so I can show you guys that you can do a bunch at once. If it loads up, we can make this like 5. Oh, we'll have to hit okay. And then we'll run once. But what you could also do is like leave this automation running in the background, or like running in your make account basically. And every time that you would update like your lead finding spreadsheet, this would automatically be like finding their Instagram or Facebooks, and also writing like a personalized message. And you can see sometimes it's like populating up here, sometimes it's populating down there. It kind of just depends on the message. And then if we go back to the actual document, you can see we started at 164 and now we're up to what, 169, because I just did 5. But yeah, there's like a couple in here, and obviously like Instagram, it finds one, Facebook's, but like it sorts. So it's kind of cool that it gives you the option to like request other information. And also one thing to note as well is Outscraper actually returns other social data. Well, like not for that one, but like if we go to one that did, so 169, if we go to one that worked, site data, no, not a good one. There's one, like if I show you socials, socials, see how it like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Like you could also add additional columns to your spreadsheet, or additional like bubbles to this make automation to update cells. And you could now update into like include this LinkedIn information or include their YouTube, something along that. So if there was like more stuff that you wanted to link to, or more things that you want to be able to view, yeah, that's a really cool thing. And then let me just go to Outscraper actually. So in here, you won't actually need to do anything in here if you have like it linked through Make. But if you wanted to, you can also like upload a CSV into this particular one, which if you go to use cases, lead gen, and then domain scraper, you'll get here. And then this domain scraper allows you to get like what we were just doing basically, so like socials, emails, that kind of thing from a domain. And you can either just like enter them in or upload a file. So if you wanted to do like a bulk list, like you had a bunch backlogged, instead of having this make like slowly run through every single one you've done. But like if you have this running in the future, whenever you're adding new leads to your list, this will automatically be writing the messages and finding like whatever type of social media or other accounts that you could be looking for. So that's like a really cool thing. And then also obviously you can write your ChatGPT like prompts in whatever way you want to like work better with this. But yeah, I guess one thing I forgot to say is I just set this actually, set a filter. I put it as the fallback. So just as long as it never goes, like as long as there's not Insta, or like this doesn't show Insta, the switch, then it will, like, if it says Insta, it will obviously route through the Instagram, like give that link. But if it doesn't, it will locate the Facebook one. But what you could do is like set up another rule for like Facebook, set up another rule for like X or something like that. So if it doesn't have like one of those two, it can find it. And then we could also do it, instead of having like a rule like this, we could just have it do both. Like if I wanted to have two more, like another column on my sheet that did, like instead of Meta, which I think is good, I called this right, I have just Facebook and Instagrams. You could have like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, like a bunch of things, and autofill them in each from using the one out scraper thing. Since you're already pulling all of those that information, you don't really you might as well like utilize it. But let me show you just like some of the like here's one that like just DMs, like I was checking out Bridge River Advisors and noticed a few things that are likely affecting your engagement. Recorded a quick video breaking down the causes and how to fix it. So we're just using like a prompt for like a prompt to basically get somebody to want or to receive like a quick Loom video that we go over, whether it's like their Instagram or like whatever thing that we're telling them that we could like work on and fix for them, blah blah blah. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on like what we're actually like sending out, or like our type of cold outreach, our type of warm outreach, all that sort of stuff, like our messaging, that kind of thing. And if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them below. And always don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps us out. And I hope all of you have a great rest of your day.